Investigation 2, part 2b, we are asked to do things a little bit differently. Okay, so we still want to use the same compound we used before. So I'm going to use ammonium nitrate again. But here we're going to vary the amount of water, and we're going to keep the amount of ionic compound at 3 grams. So I'm going to set that to 3 grams, and I'm going to go ahead and pick out my different amounts of water kind of while this is going. And just to kind of, I'm going to start with 30 just to do something a little different. And my initial temperature is still 24. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and click start and then scroll down and start filling out my, this. Okay. So I have ammonium nitrate. Oops. And that's for each of these. So I'm just going to copy and paste. The amount of ionic compound is going to be the same, 3, 3, 3. My amount of water is going to vary. So I started, my first one was 30, and then I want to choose other values that are throughout the entire range for the range that's available to us, which is from 20 to 200. So I'm going to do, my next one's going to be 100 and then 200. Okay, so these are the second and third trials. I'm still on my first trial where my initial temperature was 24 degrees Celsius. Okay, so if I go up, okay, so my temperature has stabilized, and it is at about like 16 point, I'm gonna say 8.7 because it keeps kind of going between 8 and 16, oops, negative 16.87. Okay, and then I just need to find my temperature change. So, whoops, that should not be a negative number, I'm sorry. Okay, so 16.87 minus 24, we end up getting negative 7.13. So then for my next trial, I'm going to have 3 grams of ionic compound and 100 grams of water. Okay, so I click reset. I need to reselect my ammonium nitrate. I'm going to set this to 100 and then start. And again, I'm just looking at this graph for things to stabilize. You can also look over here at the processing when this is done. Okay, so 21.71. My initial was 24. So right off the bat, you can tell that we have a difference here. So 21.71 minus 24, we end up with negative 2.29. Do we see how as we increase water, the temperature change is smaller? Okay, so let's go up and do this final trial. We reset ammonium nitrate, and our water needs to be at 200. We click start. So we can estimate that this is probably going to be even a much smaller change. Okay, so 22.84 as the new temperature. My initial temperature was 24. Okay, so I'm just going to do the math again. So 22.84 minus 24, and we get a difference of 1.16. Okay. All right, so these are our values for